Hey, what's going on, guys? Chief Ma here, and today I am super excited to be bringing you guys my first look at Samuel, who's the new hero coming to Vainglory in update 1.21. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to be talking about his abilities, his heroic perk, the ability combos that I think are going to work well, the hero combos that are going to go well with him, a lot of different stuff in this video. Everything about Samuel, we're going to be giving you guys the rundown. So we're going to go ahead and pick up this crystal bit, O-cart, and go ahead and roam around here. Ooh, and I forgot sprint boots. So we're gonna go and head through his heroic perk first. It's called Corrupted Genius. Every 6 seconds, Samuel's next basic attack fires a bolt of dark power at the target, dealing 50 to 160 plus 60% bonus crystal damage. Samuel then draws that power back to himself, restoring 50 to 160 health and the same amount of energy. The restorative effects are only 25% as effective against non-heroes. So, you want to be using this against heroes if possible, obviously, because it's only 25% effective. But a lot of people say, you know, this is similar to Tension Bow. The reason, by the way, I'm going to be going over the abilities, but I'm also going to be analyzing it and, you know, talking about, you know, how it's going to be effective, like I said before. But yeah, so, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so it is similar to Tension Bow in the way that every 6 seconds it does bonus damage, but the thing about it is, it does 50 to 160, which isn't enough isn't the same as Tension Bow's 180 all the time. But when you get Tension Bow, you're probably level 3 or level 4, whereas when you, whereas this can go all the way up to 160 at level 12, but then you get another 60% crystal power ratio, which is actually very, very important. So this passive is definitely not, should not be taken lightly, if that makes sense. It definitely has some pretty big potential in terms of damage. I'll go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. That indicator in the corner, I'll go ahead and put an arrow on it if I can. It tells you when it's up, so we can go ahead and do that. You can see the bolt of energy is way different than just basic attacking like this. But yeah, his second, or his A, is called Malice and Verdict. Samuel fires 2 quick shots. Go ahead and boom, boom. From his wands at a target location that impact on the first enemy hit. Samuel can move between the shots. So as you can see, I'm able to move between them. That's what makes him so mobile. But yeah, so if he's standing inside, we're going to go and talk about his second actually first. Second is called Drifting Dark. Before I activate, I want to read it. He creates a large field of darkness that slowly drifts forward, damaging enemies who stand inside it. If Samuel also stands inside it, he heals for a small amount for each affected target. So, as you can see, all of them are taking damage, and I see the green numbers next to me. I'm healing for it. Now, the cool thing about this is if you guys paid attention to the bottom, you can see that the indicator for Malice and Verdict actually turned a different color. And that's because when you're standing inside, if Samuel is standing inside the field from Drifting Dark, this ability is empowered. While empowered, the shots move faster, they travel farther, and they deal additional damage and burst impact, dealing damage in a small area, so otherwise known as area of effect damage. In addition, the cooldown for this ability is significantly reduced. So if we go ahead and show how that works again, as you can see, oh wait, I'm out of energy. You can see how it turns a different color, and then again, and then the cooldown goes from like 3 seconds to literally like 1 second. So that is what's cool about Malice and Verdict compared, or not compared, but when it's used in conjunction with Drifting Dark. So I think that is going to be a pretty good ability combo. The third is his ultimate, which is, go ahead and go to it, Oblivion. That is, after a short delay, Samuel summons a phantasm at the target location, which puts nearby enemies to sleep. Now this doesn't work on lane minions, but I think it works on jungle minions, so I'll go ahead and head down to do that. Enemies inflicted are able to move or act. So we think of a root as of not being able to move, but being able to use your abilities. Whereas think of sleep as like a stun, whereas you're not able to move or act. You're just kind of stuck in place. Now the thing about sleeping is that dealing direct damage to a sleeping enemy will with an attack, or like with a basic attack or an ability, will wake them up. So let's go ahead and use it on these two. You can see that, and then you see that thing go over, and they just have the ZZZs on them, and then they wake up shortly after, and we can use that. But one thing that I think is going to be, oh, and you can see that was the splash damage from Malice and Verdict when I'm in the thing. It exploded onto both of them, so that's actually really cool. Normally it only hits the one that's closest to you, or that it hits first, but when it's empowered, because of the field from Drifting Dark, you can hit, it does area of effect damage like I was talking about before. So One thing that'll be good is if you have a lot of CP, because I imagine people building CP on him. He seems like a mage more than a weapon power. I'll obviously try out weapon power when he comes out. This is just in beta right now. But yeah, I picture him more as a mage. One thing I think, or I imagine being effective is doing there's an area of effect damage again, is doing the ult and then doing the passive, because that's just a huge burst of damage. Doing the ult, passive, and then A, and just following up with that A, and then possibly a cloud from the B to kill your enemies. When they're all moving on to you, I think of that the way, or that a reason to use B. And just do it in the direction that they're moving onto, and that way they just continue to move into it and then continue to take damage. And you continue to heal because you heal more for each hero that is in it. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up a Shatterglass first and go with that. Some more CP.
You should subscribe.
But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about some of the builds that I think is going to be useful. So if I can pick up, I'm going to go and pick up a pot of gold and some level juice down here. What level am I? Okay, I need this. So we are going to pick up this. One thing I've been using a lot is Shatterglass or Eve first, and then going for Broken Myth, or then the other respective item that I didn't buy before. So either Shatterglass or Eve, and then a Clockwork. Because Clockwork allows you to, obviously it boosts the amount of CP now, because it amplifies all crystal power by 25%. But now it would also allow you to spam your abilities, obviously, since it does cooldown and energy regeneration and increase in energy pool as well. So that is an item I see being effective with him. If we go ahead and sell here, I would see Shatterglass, Broken Myth, Eve, Clockwork, and then obviously some defense. If we grab that and that, that's something I would definitely see being effective on Samuel. But some heroes that I see being effective on him. This one's tough. Oh, here's look at that area of effect damage with the area of effect damage from the Malice and Verdict while you're standing in the puddle, or the cloud. It's just absolutely amazing. So some heroes. I'm trying to think of heroes that I imagine being strong with him. I would say Ringo, because he's allowed. You can put somebody to sleep, and then Ringo can just, just dive onto them, or like a Saw. Obviously Saw has to be right there because Saw's really immobile. Yeah, anybody that can do a lot of damage in a short amount of time, like any weapon carry, or even a CP carry if they have a lot of damage built up, like a Celeste. But yeah, those are heroes that I imagine being good with him. If you're able to lock somebody, anybody with a stun, if you're able to lock somebody in place and then put them to sleep, so I would say Catherine or like a Jewel, I would imagine being good with him. Obviously he's a laner, but you could probably use him in jungle as well. So that is all I have for you guys for the first look. I will be having gameplay and actually a fun collaboration video which will be coming soon, which I think you guys will enjoy. And yeah, it is about Samuel, so that'll be awesome. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you guys thought of this one down below. Let me know what you guys think of Samuel, and let me know what you think of this kind of style where I just go through the abilities, go through the first look, etc., etc. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.